Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm your girl Natural Housewife Ovia, and per my last video I did let you guys know that I was a little over 6.5 months pregnant. I'm now officially 7 months pregnant, and I thought that it would be a great idea to give you a couple of my faves that I've been using throughout the pregnancy, and then one item I've actually just begun to use. I have not needed much, as I haven't really, like maternity clothes I haven't really needed. My pregnancy pillow has been sustaining me so far, but I will have to upgrade that soon because over the last 2 weeks baby girl has picked up and she's growing like crazy. So without further ado, we'll get started. My first item is my pregnancy pillow, and it is like a 2-part pillow. And so this is how it is. And this middle part is supposed to either support your stomach as you're laying on your side, or it is to support your back, but it is kind of flimsy and thin, as you can see, so it doesn't really do much. But one of my favorite parts of this pillow is that it comes loose, and this is the part that I use typically between my knees to keep my spine leveled and everything, and I do attribute this to not having as many back pains as I thought I would have. So I'm just getting to the part where every now and again it gets a little achy, but as long as I'm laying with this, I can usually aid myself back to 100%. So that's that part of the pillow. And then for this part, I typically use it as neck support. So, or I will just give it the U shape and put it right across my back and just use my regular sleeping pillows for my head. And this even comes apart, but I typically just keep it together, and I don't even know why, because like I said, it's not really useful. But I did get this at Target. This was one of the first things, well, rather my husband got this for me, and this was one of the first items that he's got me since we found out we were expecting. He told me that I was gonna need it, and he was absolutely right, so I appreciate him for that. And we both agreed it's time to upgrade in the coming weeks. So if you have any recommendations for a bigger, better pregnancy pillow, please comment below. And I got this from my husband got this from Target, but I have also seen it at Babies R Us. So I do know those two stores carry this type of pregnancy pillow. It's a great starter pillow, I will say that. So for my next favorite item, it is my prenatal vitamins. And they're my favorite because they are nature made, which I love the brand. And they do have the added DHA within them. But they are my favorite for 2 reasons. One reason is that they don't make me sick, and I feel as though I'm getting everything I need. And so before I got pregnant, I had low iron, and going into the pregnancy, my iron was still pretty low, and my doctor was concerned, so she prescribed me iron supplements. But those were the worst, so I chose to not do them at all after about a week or so, and I just continued with my prenatal vitamins. And the second thing that I've loved about them is that my iron count has been normal, so it's not something my doctor no longer worries about. So I am grateful for that. And again, that is one of the reasons that I have really enjoyed those. The ones I had before, they didn't have the added DHA, so I'm not sure if somehow that helps with levels or whatever, especially iron levels. But whatever the case, they're doing a better job than the original prenatal vitamins that I had. Same brand, just didn't have the added DHA. My next favorite item is we just got the, this is always so hard to get off. It's the one thing I don't like about this cup, but we just got a NutriBullet, or not NutriBullet, Ninja blender. It's the Auto IQ one, and it came with 2 of these 24-ounce cups, a food processor, and the blender pitcher, or whatever it's called. And this has become one of my favorites because early in the pregnancy, I would say during my second trimester, when my appetite picked back up, all I wanted was fast food. I still did not like to be in the kitchen cooking. I didn't like anything that we seemed to cook. So it was a lot of eating out. And so we've eaten ourselves to the point where we don't want any kind of like fast food, restaurant food, or anything like that. And we've been making smoothies, and so this has been my go-to in the morning, and I absolutely love it because, as you can see, it's pretty big. If you don't have one, I know a lot of people do, but if you don't have one, you should get one. If you have the Vitamix, of course, you're going above and beyond, and that's amazing. But for this does the trick, and I have really enjoyed it. It gets me through my mornings instead of not having nothing at all. So this has definitely become a staple in my pregnancy routine. So my last and final favorite pregnancy item is my pregnancy app, and I have 4 of them. They are the Baby Center app, the Bump, What to Expect, and the Ovia pregnancy app. And my favorite app is the Ovia pregnancy app. It is just so much more interactive, and one of the cute features that I do love about it is I was able to pick a different theme other than a fruit to see the size that she is each week. And I picked out fun and games because I wanted for my husband to be able to really correlate the size with something more than just a fruit. And at one point she was the size of a PlayStation controller, another point she was the size of a Game Boy, another point she was the size of a G.I. Joe, and so now she's the size of a rollerblade. And another thing that I love about this app is that they will show you her hand size in about 9 months, which is the outline, and then the pink hand is the size she is right now. So it's been super cute to see her grow from this little bitty hand to how big it is even now. So that is like one of the features of this particular app that I have absolutely fallen in love with. And another aspect is that I love the timeline. So it gives articles like staying safe at work during pregnancy, and the baby development, and smart ways to work lean protein into your pregnancy diet. So it always gives you nutrition tips, and sometimes it's an article, and then sometimes it is just a nutrition tip. So it can be all kinds of things, and each week on Thursday, that's when I hit a new week, and so it'll give me a snippet of how big she is, roughly, of course. And within this information section, it tells me overall at 28 weeks what's going on, and then it breaks down how baby girl is doing. And then it breaks down how mom is doing, which is me. So I could not be more satisfied. And then there is a share button up in the left hand corner or right hand corner if you're holding your phone. And this has made it easy to share with my mom sometimes, but it also makes it very easy for me to share with my husband and make him a part of the pregnancy. I know a lot of men sometimes don't feel as connected, but the way technology is set up and the different things and ideas that come through have just been miraculous to me. And it has made my husband feel a part of this pregnancy. And it has been so amazing to see how in tune he is with baby girl, and you know, just how she's growing and his excitement and all of those things. So it really has been a great experience for both of us. Another feature that I do like about this app is, which is with a lot of apps, but the calendar feature. It has all of my weeks lined up, as you can see in the red, and then I can write down milestones. So one of my milestones, one of my milestones that I checked off maybe a month or so ago was I could not see my feet. And let me see. First kick, telling family and friends. This wasn't all a month ago, but about a month ago, that's when I couldn't see my feet. And then all the other ones were at their mile markers, but some of those mile markers were belly pick, ultrasound, telling family and friends, learning the baby's sex, and the first kick. So it also has the delivery, decorating nursery, which no, we're in the process of doing, so that's not complete yet. The baby shower and unsolicited belly rubs. I don't really have many unsolicited belly rubs, and I think that's because I just carry myself in a way where those who I don't want to rub my belly, they typically don't. So it works out for everyone. But then it also has an area where you can write your notes down, and that can be anything from questions for the doctor to things to do and your registry, checklist, and hospital bags. So it has many different things. You can keep track of your weight, the activity if you work out, your sleep patterns, your moods, your symptoms, any medication. You can track your blood pressure. It's all around a great app. One of the more thorough apps that I have been using, and I find myself using it at my doctor's appointments or to even keep track of my doctor's appointments. So it really has been great. So with that said, those are my 4 favorite items so far that are my favorite, and I'm sure I will have an abundance within the next couple of weeks because I have ballooned up and sleeping has not been as easy. So like I said, I need to upgrade my pregnancy pillow. I need to get some actual maternity clothes now, and I'm sure there'll be some other neat things that I'll see along the way that I'll pick up. So I'll do another pregnancy fave at the end of this month. So going into my 8th month, I will do another pregnancy fave video. So until next time, you guys, it's been real, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.